Hello, everybody. Back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 20th, and today was a beautiful day to be alive. I thought we were gonna get some rain today. I really thought it was gonna, and it didn't rain at our house. It rained off and on throughout the areas I ended up at, but it never actually rained in my house. So I have to water my yard, I think, tomorrow, because if we don't get rain, my grass seed up front that I planted, I don't think it has enough roots to hold out this long in between. It's just rainwater is so much better for the yard than the tap water crap is. So it is what it is there. But went ahead, got up this morning fairly early, not insane like I did when I had the puppy here, because the fact that I didn't have to get up real early with the puppy, which makes things way nicer. So I did get up fairly early. Had to get a few things taken care of. Got the dogs I had here out, got them taken care of, all the fun that comes with it. Then I ran out to the acreage to feed the dogs, take care of the dogs and stuff. Went ahead and got that wrapped up. I texted the owner of them, who was stuck. Their RV overheated and whatnot. They got stuck by weather. A couple other things. They're supposed to be back already by now. Supposed to be back a couple days ago. They're still not back yet. And asked for, hey, do you have an ETA when you're getting home? Do you know what's going on and stuff? Trying to figure out what's happening in the whole process. So I got that done early. I also told her she's out of dog food, because she feeds a raw meat diet to them, and there's no raw. I ate the last raw meat this morning. So they're still kibble, and I mean, dogs aren't going to die if they eat kibble, but she's very adamant about their health and their, whatever. So sent a text, never heard nothing back from her. Had to kind of rush back to the house. I had a couple more dogs coming. I would like to have just ran from there up to Ormond. I have to go up there today, but I thought the pups were coming at like 8 a.m., which would have allowed my wife to hang around and basically meet with them instead. I could have went straight from there, but I realized they weren't coming until 9, and that's just too late for her. Be late for work. Late for work by 15, maybe 20 minutes is one thing. An hour and a half is too long. So I got back to the house. Everything went fine. I got back there in plenty of time before the other dogs showed up. Put the dogs away. They text me, like I appreciate everybody do that. I was able to put the dogs in the back and get them all kind of squared away so I could basically bring the dogs in. Got the new dogs settled, got their crates put in. They're two little old, like one's 12, one's like 16-year-old Dachshunds, and little wiener dogs, and they're the long hair. They're oh my lord, they can be amazing dogs, and these guys are old. And the one you can't pick up, he has a ramp and stuff to get up on the couch and whatnot, which he hasn't been up. His I guess brother, how do you call it, the dog that lives with him also, he runs up that ramp like crazy. I put the crates right in front of the window. There's like a board I put on top, and they jump on top of the board, and he just barks out the window and everything. And you can tell he's going to be one of these ones that's going to miss the owner a lot, kind of thing. So like, even at the point he was chewing on my gate trying to get out, and I was like, okay, man, I gotta knock that crap off. So I distracted him, got him outside, got him playing and stuff. Went ahead, actually put up a playpen, which I had to lift the playpen up, then kind of guide the other dog, and he's got tumors and whatnot and stuff. He's got a lot of health issues, so he's unable to be picked up by a person, so has to be led over on the ramp. And I wasn't sure I was going to go, because my deck has a little bit of a gap to it, and the one side's a lot narrower than the other side, and he luckily has found the shorter side of the jump, and he's jumping on and off it like it's nothing. So he doesn't seem to care a bit, but like, they carry a ramp with him, even get him out of the truck. They don't pick him up, because they make him walk down the ramp from the seat down to the ground kind of thing and stuff. So we got that done. Hung out there for a while. Everything was just kind of chilling out, trying to do just the simplest, stuff there was. Kept hoping I would hear from the acreage owner, that I would say I didn't have to drive back out there today, midday, whatever, and whatnot. And I never did hear from us. Like, okay, come on, we're still went through a good chunk of the day. I had a few other things to take care of, and I was like, oh, I guess it's time to go to Ormond. Time to go ahead and get that done. And I thought, well, I'll run to Ormond first, and then I'll take care of all that kind of junk, and I'll come back and feed the dogs. And I thought, well, no, if I pick him up at Sam's Club, it happens to need to be cold. It'll be easier and stuff. Plus, I don't know how it's going to take me up there, dropping off stuff for my father-in-law, and then I'm coming back way too late to feed the dogs. So I kind of gave it a couple more minutes, and then said, hell, decided I'm going to do the dogs first, which had I done it the other way, I would not have had to go do the dogs again at all, because the lady was, already home by the time I got back from the trip, but it don't matter. So ran out, took care of the dogs, let them out real quick, and because, midday, I just let them out to go pee. Let them out. They had their, they got to relieve themselves and the whole thing there. I then from there turned up onto 415, which runs me into Ormond. Had punched in the rehab center where my father-in-law is at into the GPS, called them and said, I'll be there at like 1:30, and they said absolutely no problem at all. You can drop the stuff off. Got there, the lady was on the phone with somebody else. Got off, talked to her. Super nice, just insanely charmingly, just polite, just, thank you for coming and da-da-da-da and the whole thing and stuff, and asked, I'm all wrapped up, I'm all bandaged up from the wreck, and told her what's going on and stuff and whatnot, and she's like, oh, hope you heal quickly, and da-da-da, just friendly, sweet, friendly people, so, or at least sweet, friendly person. They had 2 giant air conditioner units out front. They had literally, so out there people want to sit outside. I don't know if they're out there smoking or just out there. I don't know which. But they had 2 giant air conditioners out there blowing cold air on people and stuff, which was really cool. And I was like, damn, I wonder how much will this cost? And I wonder how much it costs to run. So I kind of want that for my back patio. Like, that seems pretty damn sexy. So I was like, I wonder if they're looking if I just pull the truck up here and chuck it in the back. I, didn't think that too long, but I did think it for a moment. So went ahead, got that taken care of. I was like, okay, cool, that's all good to go. Then from there, I basically headed over to my father-in-law's house, got his stuff put away. Had to check some keys that I had made for the property. These last keys, I ended up breaking his hip. Was trying to break into his house, and just, it is what it is. So went ahead, got that done, got that all taken care of, got the cats fed. There was still regular food left, the fancy urinary tract food with kidney food, what the hell it is. It's $50 a little tiny bag. Holy crap, that's expensive as hell. Like, it's paying more than that I've paid for a steak, like per pound. It's costing more than any steak I've bought in at least a couple, maybe 5 years. Like, I don't recall buying steak that is more than what this cat food's feeding. By the way, for a wild stray cat that he somewhat, helps and stuff and whatnot, he lives there supposedly, but goes in and out, and whatever other cat wants to come in and eat that food also, and raccoons and all that crap, you're paying $50 a bag. I'm like, son of a bitch. So it is what it is. I got that whole part done. Yay, whatever. So got that taken care of, got the waters down, all that kind of fun stuff, and then basically headed over to Sam's real fast. Got myself at Sam's, hit the Sam's gas station also, got myself filled up on fuel, and then from there I was able to get back home, got everything put away. Didn't have much, had a few things that were cold, and realized I got myself cold with getting the gas that took longer than it was supposed to, because it was all jammed up with people. And then, excuse me, I went ahead and texted my wife. I said, hey, would you be willing to run by the pharmacy and pick up my script for my antibiotics, which I got called in. So I was able to call Teladoc last night. Got all set like 45. It was like 45 minutes on the phone to get my account set up, and which I've already had there before. But they changed the policy number, so now I have to start all over again. It's ridiculous hell. And then basically I got a call from the Teladoc. She called me at like 8 a.m. And we told her, she's like, so what do you need today? And I'm like, well, I need an antibiotic script called in. And she's, well, I need more information than that. And I'm like, okay, first off, you asked me what I needed. Why are you being shitty? You'd be like, oh, I needed it. I fell off a bike. I'm like, just, what the fuck, lady? Just, you asked me what I needed. I told you what I needed. Now, tell me what information you want to know. That's usually what would happen here in this process. Same thing I'd tell a doctor if he walked in his office. I'd be like, I need an antibiotic strip, blah, blah, blah. This is what it is. Because I'm not a retard. I know what I've got. I know what's the issue. I know what I need. This is what I need. So I told her what's happening and stuff. She goes, well, it'd be nice if I had the pictures. That I offered to send her pictures. They told me there was no way of doing that. I also told them I'd do a video call so you could see this stuff. And I said they told me that was not needed. And I'm like, okay, so you're yelling at me for not doing what you think you need, but I offered all these things and your secretary didn't offer them to me. So she was kind of like, da-da-da, whatever kind of crap. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, is this going to be a problem? Like, we can reschedule? Do you need stuff? She's like, no, whatever. So I told her it's happening. She's like, fine, I'll call it in. So I called it in and stuff, so it's there. It's going to get picked up. And it's been since Monday. I've been trying to get an antibiotic script. Now it's Friday, and I'm finally getting my called in. So my wife said she'd go pick it up for me, and I was like, sweet, going to save me some time. And I didn't want to go back out because the cold stuff and whatnot. Plus, putting the dogs back away and keeping. I felt I'd been gone long enough at the time. So got that taken care of. I was able to do it. From there, I went ahead and just tried to relax a little bit. It wasn't working great. Had to go out and get some other things done. Went up to walk stuff, got the dogs and stuff, blah, blah. And kind of hung around, waited for my wife to get home from work. She was working a little late because she had to go in tomorrow too. Some bullshit. So basically, she got home. I said, hey, how do you feel about sushi? I brought home some Sam's Club sushi. It's not great, but it's not bad. So she goes, yeah, that'll work fine. So I went ahead and set it out, let it start warming up because I don't like my sushi real cold. Sat down, had some sushi, had a nice little dinner. Dogs are all kind of roaming around and playing and stuff, having a good time. And we were watching NCIS, which we watch almost every evening for dinner. We'll watch an episode of NCIS. And I got done with dinner, and during the NCIS episode, I literally could not keep my eyes open. I was so exhausted. I'm so damn tired. I cannot get rest lately. And I fell asleep during the show to the point that I had to ask my wife. I woke up and the screen's just like the screen's everything. Like, right, I don't know how long I've been out now. I don't know how long the show's been done. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, this sucks. So I went ahead and I kind of was like, oh. I'm like, so was this the killer? Is this? And she goes, nope, actually it was so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I can see that. So we're like, okay, cool, whatever, no big deal. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, that's fine. So got that done. I basically chatted a little bit. Decided to, I put on another show because it was weird early. I don't know, it's weird. So I put on another show. I was like, I'm giving up that. She got a phone call from some people, and I said, hell, I'm heading outside. So I could not stay awake in the house. So I headed outside, got my chairs ready, got the dogs there, got them playing with them. Grabbed myself a cigar, ended up having myself a nice little semi-relaxing evening, just kind of chilling out there and doing what I can do. My bride did come out with me, so I changed shows, something she might want to watch. And then we basically hung out there for a while. She headed back in. I finished up my cigar, and one of the dogs, the crappier dog I had to keep separated from everybody else because he's just an asshole and he's tried to attack a couple dogs and stuff, was being like just a whiny little bitch. Oh my God, he was awful. He was absolutely awful with the whole thing and just like crying. I'm like, dude, it's not that damn late out here. It's what the hell, you can chill the hell out. So, but it is what it is. He finally went back inside. Everything was good. Watched an episode of Corner Gas and Mad About You, and I was just absolutely exhausted, and I was so glad to be able to go to sleep. And then the dogs started whining and crying. The little wiener dogs and the Dachshunds. Holy crap, they would not shut up. And it was a long, crappy night. So anyway, more about that tomorrow. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.